Let's take a look at problem number 5. And let's refresh our memory on our factoring. Our first method we always try to do is GCF. This is the greatest common factor. Second technique is grouping. And this was when you got 4 or more terms. Third one is the PSD method. And this is when it's of the form ax, or wait a minute, x squared plus bx plus c. Then our fourth method is key number. And this is when you got it of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. And then the fifth one is the difference two squares. And this is when you got two terms with a minus between them. Sixth one is the difference of two cubes. And this is when you got two terms with a minus between them. Then the seventh one is the sum of two cubes. And this is when you got two terms with a plus between them. There we go. Okay, so let's use those to help us figure out this problem. As soon as my tablet blows up and I bring it back up. There we go. So this problem's number 5. And we got x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay. And they tell us what to do, but I like to go through these because on a final exam, you're just given like factor, and you have to decide which method to use. GCF, they don't have, all three terms don't have anything in common. Grouping is 4 or more terms. This is 3 terms. PSD, this is a form of x squared, x, and no number for the x squared. X squared, x, no number for the x squared. So this is PSD. With the PSD, we take the number at the end, the 4, and we come up with 3 columns. This is kind of a boring one. The P column, we write down all products, give us 4. Well, there's 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. In the sum column, we add those numbers together. 1 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 2 is 4. In the difference column, we subtract them. Subtract smaller from larger. 4 minus 1 gives us 3, and 2 minus 2 gives us 0. Now the number we're looking for is the number in our middle term, which is 4, which means we'll use 2 and 2. Now we have a note that says the larger number in the P column is always the same sign as the middle term. Now this is kind of an odd one because they're both the same number. They're both 2. Well, I just pick any of them. I'll pick one of the 2's, and it's going to be the same sign as the middle term, which is positive. Now if the number we circled is in the S column, then they'll be same signs. Both positive, both negative. If the number we circled is in a difference column, then there'll be different signs. One will be positive and one will be negative. Well, number we circled is in the S column, so it'll be same sign. So if this one's positive, then this one has to be positive. And I can actually write this as x plus 2 squared. I'm not sure what this particular test bank did, but that would be one of these would be your answers. Let's go look. They do write it squared. Okay, so x plus 2 squared would be a. And that's your answer. This is actually a perfect square trinomial. I usually don't emphasize that method because you run across so few of those in mathematics. It's just as easy to use one of the other methods to factor it.